Shabbat Shalom, friends, and welcome to Thought for Shabbat. I'm sitting in the Orange County Central Courthouse in Santa Ana because I have reported for jury duty on this Thursday, October 9th. And I can't help but think of the confluence of events happening in my mind. One, I'm sitting here in a justice center in a courthouse, ready to participate in one of the most meaningful acts of a democratic state, and that is sitting on a jury so that we can adjudicate justice. On the other hand, the news seems to be very, very encouraging coming out of the Middle East, hoping that the Israeli government will pass the peace deal and our hostages will be home soon. I think as I sit here on Thursday, it may be too early to celebrate just yet, but when that happens, a celebration for our hostages coming home and for the war coming to at least a ceasefire, if not an end. And I cannot help but think that although democracy is quite flawed in many ways, it is still the best form of government that we have, I believe, in the world. I hope and pray that the Middle East, and particularly the Palestinian people, will be able to appreciate that democracy and freedom are core to a human being's success. I hope that we in this country continue to focus on that. I hope that Israel continues to focus on that, because democratic core values are about allowing everybody to be free, but at the same time, my freedom should never impinge on your freedom and vice versa. In other words, my freedom ends where yours begins. And I pray so very deeply that during this holiday of Sukkot, that the Sukkot Shalom, canopy of peace will be brought over the entire world. I know it's naive and too optimistic, but we Jews live in that world as well as live in the world of reality. And balancing those two are always a trick, but we take reality and then we aspire for that dream, for that hope, for that ability to make the world what it can be instead of what it is. I hope this Sukkot is a celebration of many, many things. Peace in the Middle East, the joyous holiday of Sukkot itself, and of course on Shabbat, this Shabbat, which is tomorrow as I'm speaking, but today as you're listening, 6 o'clock on Friday night, we will be having a Sukkot service in our sukkah, welcoming all of our new members, 45 new families. We hope that you'll join us as we celebrate that as well. A lot to think about today: democracy, peace, hostages coming home, the end of a war where people may be able to rebuild their lives, both in Israel and in Gaza. We hope and pray that people will have a Shabbat Shalom this Shabbat. Be well. Take care. God bless.